I read a thought the other day that I wanted to share with you this particular week. Something that I hope by God's grace will help you to understand the implications of the potential that lies within you. Every single individual that I know and I come across with has absolute great potential. The problem is that many of us are not doing anything about that potential. Many of us are not doing anything to expand that potential, let alone find the potential. And so here's the thought. The thought is simply this: man should be content with what he has. That makes sense, perfect sense, because that's even biblical. Paul says in the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, he says, verse 11, he says the following. It says, "Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content." 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6 exactly. "But godliness with contentment is great gain." So biblically speaking, being content with what we have makes logical sense. But here's the second part of that thought that I wanted to share with you, something that really radically changes my way of thinking, and that is this: we should be content. Man should be content with what he has. However, man should not be content with who he is. What is that supposed to mean? It took me a while. I had to chew on that bone for a while before it hit me right between the eyes, and before I began to realize that it has everything to do with potential. Every single individual you listening to this video right now have incredible potential to do mighty and great things. The biggest problem with most of us is we are doing nothing. We have no plan to become better at who we actually are. That's why the statement is so profound, because man should be content with what he has, but he should not be content with who he is. He should be willing to grow bigger. He should be willing to become more impactful. He should be willing to become more loving. He should be willing to become more patient, more compassionate, you name it. Man has the potential to do great and mighty things, especially if Christ is with him. It makes sense then why Paul would say in Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me," because Paul understood that human potential caught up, or I should say matched with, divine power is awesome, and many mighty things can take place. So this particular week, as you're sitting there thinking about your life and you're contemplating, what the plan is for your particular human existence, think about this reality. You should be content with what you have. You should be content in the house that you have, the car that you drive, the job that you possess right now. You should be content with the things that you possess. However, do not be content. Do not be comfortable with who you are until you realize that who you are can actually become better. Your potential is great. Your potential is amazing. Your potential is transformative. When you connect your human potential with the power of God, watch miracles happen. So until the next time, this is Pastor Tello reminding you that thoughts do change lives.